It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints, leader at quarterback. It doesn't get a lot better than his last game, going over 500 yards. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 23 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in a victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Robinson up the middle.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is...
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return, and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the... They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finding Taysom Hill complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards,
Ritter has it knocked down.
And this is picked up by the Saints. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now they send a running back in motion right. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is up to 8. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going play action, Ritter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home. Loss of 11. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Ritter back to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So here are the Saints to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 18. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the 2nd half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Ritter from the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's started down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Ritter on 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Back to throw, Ritter.
He finds his target, Beckham. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
That is caught. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st down, here's Ritter.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, it's Ritter. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
There he goes left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
Ritter.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Ritter.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 31 yards. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Right back to Pitts again. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This to Graham on the short pass.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ritter to throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Ritter will throw for it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in the spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
It gets this complete to Shaheed.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Hi. A.
Yard drive, 5 plays, and it all culminates.
Don't have a great day, have an awesome day.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta regains possession of the football. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On second down, Ritter.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's fielded at the 45. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Ritter back to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A final shot now for Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really...
You have a mic. If you win, I'll sub.
I already played it.
Oh my bad, I just joined BTW.